Hi guys, Cam here in the Battler Workshop and welcome. Well, I just looked at the temperature outside and it's cracking up around 41 at the moment. That's about 103, 104 in the old money, I guess. I'm not in the workshop working, I'm not that crazy. I'm inside doing some editing and I've realised I've lost a fair bit of footage off the machining of the brake drum. And I'm having trouble with my poor old Nikon Coolpix camera. I bought it about 5 years ago and it's been through the absolute wars. It's been dropped, it's got a cracked case. It's had coolant all over it. It's had some issues with it, and it's starting to fail a little bit in the memory, and I've got battery problems. So unfortunately I am losing a little bit of footage on this particular brake drum. But I am saving up for another camera, but at the moment that's a little bit on the back burner. Most of the footage I did lose for the brake drum was doing the counterboring inside here to reduce a lot of the weight, so that's all been machined. I will be machining this again on the OD for the shape for the band brake, and also giving a lick inside here to get it dead set concentric to a mandrel on the lathe. Even a couple of thou out's going to cause some balancing issues at 1440 RPM. So we need to make sure that's absolutely spot on. I may have to end up balancing this assembly when it's together, but we'll see how we go anyway. But you'll see at the end of the video it was a perfect fit up on the motor shaft. And this is the material it was cut from. It's a bit of 40mm plate. My brother had some back in his workshop, and he was able to oxy cut out two for me. I've got another project for this one, that's why I had two cut out. So apologies for the Back to Future intro, but let's get in where I was able to get some footage back on this. Alright guys, we'll see you soon. Cheers for now. Alright, I've just given this a lick on the back face, and if you notice, I hope you can see that on the camera, but there are a lot of strange hard spots. Obviously something's got into that material and it's causing those issues, and I was running that at a fairly high speed to face that off, and it was just skipping over the hard spots, so I've had to slow the lathe down a bit. I've got about 3mm off left to go on this, so we'll just see if these wash out. No, they're still here. Right, we'll keep going. Yeah, they're starting to wash out a little bit now. That's a millimetre off. Alright, well I'll get a bit closer, and we'll bring you back when we're down to our last cut. Alright, that's the OD cleaned up. Not quite matching out there, it's very, very close, but as I said, that's going to be machined back once we get that on the mandrel, so I'm not too worried about that surface finish. I'll just get the width machined back to size, then I'm going to machine in the register for the pulley, and then we'll do the bore and finish that out, so that the bore will be exactly concentric to that registering face for the pulley. Then we can flip it over and just touch off on the other side to make sure it's all concentric there as well. Alright, let's get this face finished off. Oh yeah, you might notice too that most of those little spots have cleaned out. There's a couple of little ones that are left there, but basically it's washed out after about 2 millimeters. Right, that should be everything to width now. I'm going to make this 1/2 mil wider just to give a little bit more room for the band brake to come onto. I think the other one was a little bit too thin. So that's 36.58. 36.58. 36.59. 36.59. Alright, we'll get set up to start doing this counterbore now for this pulley register. Alright, so I've just done a scratch line around there, which is about 1 mil shy of the 105mm diameter I need to come to, and I need to go 7 mil deep. So we're just going to use the boring bar to bring this out. Get those speeds and feeds right to get the centre chip brake. Alright, I'll keep whittling away at that, and I'll bring you guys back when we're getting down towards the end of that. Alright, I've got about another mil to take off on the OD, and I've got about another 0.2 of a mil to take off on the depth, so I'm just going to keep working away in the OD, get that close, and we'll bring you back on the final cuts. Right, 104.99, 105.00, so I'm happy with that. I have confirmed those sizes back using my 100 to 125 micrometer, and this is reading pretty spot on to that, so I'm happy with that. And obviously we'll make the pulley register a fit for that, so we'll work the pulley register to suit that, but that's very, very close. Got about 0.5 millimeter to take off on the bottom face here, and then we're back. Was 9.997 millimeters, but that's close enough for me. 7 mil. All right, that's the counter bore finished in there for the register for the pulley. I'm just going to bore this out to size now. I want that to be a neat sliding fit on the shaft, the motor shaft. I'm going to have some lunch first and we'll come back and get that finished out. Alright, let's go for the final bore. 38 is what I'm aiming for. I've got about 0.6 of a mil to come off on the radius. Take a reverse spring cut on that. Not a bad finish, could be better. That's alright. I'm just going to go off camera now to get down to this final size. I just want to focus wholly and solely on trying to get this 38mm diameter hit right on the knocker. So I'll bring you back when I've got that done. Alright, so that's our bore finished. I machined that to within 5 micron of our 38mm, and I've just given that a little bit of a lap, and we're about 5 micron over that nominal size at 38. And I've used the same micrometer for measuring on that shaft. So let's take it out and we'll see how close it is. The great thing is that if it is a little bit tight, I can put it back in and just give it a little lap again. Alright, well I've given this 3 very light lappings. Just see how we go this time. A bit of persuasion. I might take that off. I'll give that a little bit more. Preferably it's just going to be a very, very light tap fit, but it's just a little bit too firm. So I'll give it another rub. The amount that I'm rubbing is very, very small. But we're getting there. Alright, I'll bring you back when I'm happy with that fit anyway. Alright, I've just given that the tiniest little lap.
have rubbed the keyway down. I might just get in there with a file and just take a little bit more off that keyway edge just to make sure that that's not rubbing, although I can't see that it is. Alright, we'll give that a little bit more work. I just want that to be a nice hand sliding fit. A little bit more on it. Alright, just going to take off the tiniest little scratch. Just the tiniest little rub. I'm just going to do it on that edge, on that end there. Just get a bit closer, I'm probably about 10 mil away. Alright, we'll have another go and we'll come back. Alright, I've got the perfect fit. So what it was this had been upset quite a bit at this end of the keyway. Obviously when the production run that mill through, it's actually upset the metal back in here. So I didn't have to take any more off this. I just got in there with a file and lightly filed that back edge, gave it an emery, and I've now got a brake drum that fits quite nicely. It's exactly what I was looking for. There's absolutely no shaking that whatsoever, which is exactly what I was looking for. Alright, next job we'll get a start on is the pulley. So still want to come off on its own. Right, that's ideal. Very happy with that. Alright, we'll see you back when we start machining up the pulley.